Hi, welcome to Jai Ungpakorn analysis of Thai politics at the end of 2012.
Well, at the end of 2012, we can clearly see that the Pheu Thai government has betrayed the Red Shirt movement and all those who fought for democracy. They are refusing to punish the generals who ordered the killings. They're refusing to release the political prisoners. They're refusing to do anything about the lèse-majesté prisoners. And people like Somyot and Ajahn Surachai and Davido are languishing in jail. In the case of Somyot, he hasn't even been found guilty. They're refusing to reform the lèse-majesté law. And in fact, what they're trying to do is to go for some kind of agreement with the army. They've already been showing their willingness to suck up to the army. And what the end point is that they want to turn Thailand back into a half democracy. They want Thaksin to be able to come back, and they want us all to forget what passed in the last few years since the military coup in 2006.
What about Apicit being questioned by the DSI?
Well, the fact that Apicit and Suthep are being questioned by the DSI is merely a political game. Thaksin made it quite clear in a speech in Cambodia that he now saw his main opponent as being the Democrat Party and Apicit and Suthep. There is no mention of the military because, of course, they have now been in negotiations with the military. So the reason for questioning Apicit and Suthep is that in the end, they have a bargaining tool. Thaksin and Pheu Thai can say to the Democrat Party, okay, you let Thaksin come back, and we will not charge or we will not find Apicit and Suthep guilty. And that is really all it's about, because in the end, the generals who ordered the killings, ordered their soldiers to shoot red shirts, the generals like Prayut and Anupong who appointed Apicit in the first place, and are not being questioned and will not be charged in any way.
Well, the last question was if the king died.
Well, a lot of people are waiting to see what happens when the king dies, but actually nothing much will change other than there being a very long process for the funeral, because real power in Thailand does not lie with the monarchy. Real power lies with the military, the capitalist class, and the politicians and so on. And they all use the institution of the monarchy to justify what they're doing and to give them legitimacy. So when the king dies and they eventually put the crown prince in his place, there may be some periods of adjustment. But this isn't the end of a dictatorship. It's merely business as usual. And really the solution in Thailand is to stop waiting for somebody else to do something, like the king to die, or the Pheu Thai government to eventually bring about democracy, but actually people who are in the social movements, especially the red shirts, the more progressive red shirts, to actually get together in a more cohesive unit, political unit, to actually tackle the serious problem of democracy in Thailand. We need to abolish the lèse-majesté law, release political prisoners, reduce the power of the army. We need to also to prosecute the generals and the politicians who have blood on their hands, so murdering ordinary people. And to do this, we actually need power, and the power comes from organizing in a general political party connected to the Thai working class. But at the moment, it doesn't seem that many red shirts are particularly interested in this.
Oh, thank you. See you next clip.